Hi. New setup. I have new headphones, as you can see. There's no cord coming up anymore because it's Bluetooth. I think that's gonna help a lot when I'm recording videos. New camera. I placed it down. This is my first time recording with this setup, so I'm gonna probably try different positions throughout different videos. But it's a new camera, new headset, to go with my new gear that I got a couple months ago, and a new keyboard, and new mouse. So new everything pretty much at this point. But that's not the point of this video. I just wanted to say that because it's probably the first video I'm going to upload with this new setup here. I want to make sure. I also want to make sure my face isn't too bright, but like also still lit up at the same time. Let me see. Yeah. Okay. I think so. Okay, so yeah, the glitch. So this isn't really much. So I'm not going to upload this video until I actually report it to rewritten. There's no harmful stuff in it at all, but you know, I should probably report to them before I upload this video. The reason I decided to share it is because this doesn't involve any exploits. It's just a complete oversight that they forgot to fix. That just one click of a button causes this to happen because of some oversight. I don't know. And the music keeps on restarting. I have no idea why. But okay. I just wanted to get the video recorded before, just so I don't have to do it later. Because I actually want to do it before the Christmas event ends, because I do want to show something off with the event NPC with this oversight. So that's why I'm going to share it with you guys. It's just an oversight. It's not harmful at all. It's really just a funny thing I decided I wanted to share. Just put some light onto it. Nothing harmful about it. It doesn't reset districts. You can't crash your client. You can't crash other people with it. It's just something funny that I discovered. I discovered it by accident. I'm like, how did this happen? And then I got some funny pictures of it. But now and then I tried to retrace my steps, figure out how exactly I did it. And I did end up being able to recreate it after about a week after discovering it. But before I do that, I want to show you guys these. So I have two toons here, Paula Bear. It's like the toon Paula Bear, and then just tuning bear. Okay, so both of these toons are in the Toontorial. To prove it, I will go to the Toontorial right now. This one's in the Toontorial. Now let me let me exit out of the game so I can get back to the other one. Okay, this one bear, not Paula Bear, just normal bear. Also in the Toontorial. So yeah. And now just to prove to you guys that I didn't do anything weird with these toons, I'm going to make a new toon on this row here. So anything. A horse. Okay, whatever. Bump and loose. Okay, fine. We're going to have them enter the Toontorial. And this time, I'm going to actually have him talk to Tutorial Tom, because something different's going to happen, okay? Alright, go. You're back. Okay. Next. Okay, sorry. I'm gonna make another new toon on the bottom right slot. Anything, whatever. Okay, Bear and Reggie. Okay. This time we are going to skip the Toontorial. That's what's important. I have to skip the Toontorial on this toon. Okay, now immediately want to log out of this toon. Alright, we want to log out of this toon. No exploiting. See, it's a complete oversight, because watch. Now if I go on to any of these three toons, the two bears or the horse, they were at the Toontorial before, right? Now they're in Toontown Central. Okay? So they have the Ride the Trolley task. So what's happening here is that the game is like, thinks you skip the Toontorial, but there's a catch, alright? So I'm going to talk to the HQ officers. Alright, we're going to play the game normally. There is a catch here, alright? Let's keep going. Let's try to do this fast. So they're going to give us a Blackboard Eraser task, you know, everything normal. So I'm going to just skip ahead until I actually do that. Well, I guess you guys can watch me, it doesn't really matter, just to prove that I'm not finicky. I got Clyde here just so I can make this a little faster. Alright, let's go fight a cog. Also on a time crunch, because it's almost midnight Toontown time, and that's when the snowman guy goes away. Okay. We fight any cog, doesn't matter. Penny pincher. Come on, Clyde, get in there. Okay. Yeah, honestly, okay. Let's attack the cog, whatever. If we were to pass and Clyde were to attack, he still gets the Blackboard Eraser, but let's make this go fast. Alright. So we got our Blackboard Eraser, right? I've done this task many times now, trying to recreate the glitch, so I got like speedrunning it at this point. You will also notice that, do you know how normally when you do this glitch, when you skip the tutorial, you start with 16 laugh instead of 15? I didn't get that. I have 15 laugh normally, even though usually when you skip the tutorial you get 16. I think when you saw in the second tune I made, who actually did click the button to skip the tutorial, he did have 16 laughs. But this one, you skip the tutorial, but it says, I'm not really sure why it happens, but it's kind of funny. So if I turn in the task. And I already have a friend because I friended Clyde, so let's go to the estate. Alright, then we teleport back to Clyde. Okay. So, he gave me a laugh point, yeah. So I'm going to... Normally at this point, you would be able to pick up the event task from the snowman. I don't know where he is, though. Oh, he's not in... He might not be in Welcome Valley, actually. Let's fix that. Okay, so I got the lap point, as you can see, from, the HQ officer, but if I switch districts, just like the normal glitch where you skip the tutorial, that lap point's gonna go away. Yeah. Oh no, it didn't. Okay. I guess I have to log out. Okay, I was wrong. I know with the skipping the tutorial, that one, it does actually go away if you switch districts, but I think for this one you have to log out. So yeah, I can't grab the task. Because the game thinks... Just watch this. Why can't I grab the task? Because the game... Here, I'm gonna go back to Clyde just so there's less people around. Okay. Because the reason I can't grab the task is because, this weird thing with the code color task. Just watch. Yeah, the game thinks I'm still in the tutorial. So this HQ officer is going to run down the Tutorial Tom speech as if he was Tutorial Tom. He gives me gags. You can see he's holding the gag there. He doesn't just take out his arm because he wasn't meant to, this NPC wasn't meant to do that, but he is holding the gags to give it to me. My laugh drains. And yeah, he does that. He just like with Tutorial Tom. Again, he wasn't meant to do the animations, so he doesn't stick his hand out or anything. And he gives me a cold collar task. It says go defeat a flunky. I originally thought this was because last year in December, during the ARD for field offices, the flunky was replaced by a cold collar. But I don't think it's the case because it's currently December 30th, Toontown time. And yeah, winter holiday's over. So I guess you get to see what happens if winter holiday ends but you're still playing. Anyway, oh, that's actually really funny. I'm taking a picture of that because it's technically not time for it to end yet, but the game ended anyway. It takes like another minute for it to actually end anyway. Because the NPCs to break. But anyway, that's not the point of the video. But I think again that can't be the case because it's December 31st. There it is. And field offices came out December 3rd. I can't remember. 3rd, 4th, 2nd. I can't remember. One of those days. In which case the cold collar became a flunky again. So it can't be that. So I think what's going on here is that the game, like, since you're not talking to the right NPC, it doesn't have the right identifier for the cog, I guess. and so it defaults to the first one, which is a flunky, which is a cold collar. I don't know if that's true or not. I don't know if that's the case. That's the only inference that I can make, because why else would this be happening? Just because you're talking to a different NPC, why would it change what cogger you're getting? Maybe it's because you're not talking to the right NPC, as the game gets confused, and it just defaults to a cold collar. I have no idea, really, but... And I made a video a couple years ago of me skipping the tutorial by going outside of Tutorial Tom's building and going through the tunnel without fighting the flunky. At this point, it's basically exactly the same thing. Where, if I go fight a cold collar, it'll be the same exact thing as what you saw in that video. Just for an updater, if you guys want to see it again, I'll show it to you, but... Okay, so... And the HQ officer gave me my gags back too. That's funny. Actually, okay, that part I didn't know. But the HQ officer actually gave me my gags back. See, you saw that I used the cupcake, right? And now I have the cupcake back. I actually didn't know about that. That's funny. Okay. Let's kill the cold collar. So yeah, defeat the cold collar. I guess I presumably get points for squirt. It didn't tell me that I did, but I did get points. And then I go back to the HQ. So Tutorial Tom doesn't come up to you because you're not actually in the tutorial. It's just giving you the task for it. So then I go back to HQ Officer. Then he runs down the book tutorial, yeah. And it's all weird because, okay, I do have one of these gags, but it's not showing, okay. It's all weird because I have access to all these pages, and normally in the tutorial you wouldn't actually be able to flip to them like this. You would be able to using the arrow keys, but you wouldn't be able to click. I can switch districts, it would crash the game. I can go back to Playground, I think that also, okay, actually I can't go back to Playground. But switching districts will crash the game, just like in the normal tutorial. Get my rewards, ride the trolley, which also means, yeah, if I was in a different playground and I did this task and I talked to the HQ officer, I would be out outside of Toontown Central having this task, when it isn't supposed to be possible. They made it so you can't leave Toontown Central if you have this task, but if you do this, you technically can. Talk to a different HQ officer before getting this task, then yeah, you can. Anyway, I'm not on the right page. Oh, here we go. Yeah, that's funny. Okay. And then he tells me to ride the trolley, and then once I complete this task, he tells me to get the Blackboard eraser, then make a friend, then call Clarabelle, and after that, I can finally then speak to Flippy. It all works out. And he took away my gags too, that's funny. Okay, let me see, so now what? Oh yeah, I know what next. So, as you can see, as I said, I have this task, so I can't leave Toontown Central. I can't go there. I can't go inside any of the buildings, I don't think. Yeah, I can't go in there. And if I were to be in a building, the game won't let me teleport away. If I were to be in a building and I try teleporting somewhere else, the game won't let me. So it knows it's completely airtight. But now, if I get out of this toon, get back into it, I want to see if the laugh point is still there. The textures are still snow. Yeah, it's about 15 laugh now. Yeah, the textures are still snowy, even though it's not snowing anymore. And there's also Christmas music. It's funny. The tree's not there anymore. You need to reset the client for the ground texture to go back to normal, and the music and everything to go back to normal. Okay, so there's that. Now, since I hadn't logged out of this toon since I started this, or since I hadn't logged out of the account since I started this, I should be able to just go into another toon. And he also skips the tutorial, because I don't know why, but here's the oversight, right? The this toon here, the duck, that I had actually skipped the tutorial. Press the button to skip the tutorial. Apparently that code stays throughout the whole client until you log off. And so if there's any other tutorial at that time, they will also skip the tutorial if you log into them. It's really weird. Oh, right, okay. Now, something else I have to show you. So let me get the Blackboard eraser again. Yeah, me do this whole thing over again. I prefer to be in Welcome Valley though, just because there's less people to get in my way. Okay, let's go. So I'll be right back. Actually, I'll get the Blackboard eraser, be right back. Oh, and also, yeah, Clyde never left the area since the event ended, so he can still see the Christmas tree here. But anyway, okay, so here's what I'm trying to do next. So he has the Blackboard eraser, right? So watch the duck. Watch this. So like I showed in the video a couple years ago, me skipping the tutorial. Here's that in someone else's point of view. Oh, wait. Sorry. I have to do the whole thing over again. Let me go to the East Day. I have to do the whole thing over again. Hold on. Sorry, I forgot. After the Blackboard eraser, you go home. And then, yeah, go home, call Clarabelle, and the task is done. And then I reset it after that, so give me a second. Just calling Clarabelle. My mistake. I just wasn't paying attention to the task. Okay. To do that. Okay. Now, this is the funny part. Okay. The duck, right? You can see him going through the monologue, even though he's not. Like, and click on the text and everything, even though you're not the one talking to him. It's really funny. Happy Toon buildings. The ugly cog, but you can't see the facial expressions either. Cogs are tough and they can't take a joke. Okay. And then you can't see him give you gags, but he is giving gags. And what's funny is that on the bear screen, on the other screen I have here, he's still on the first screen where he's introducing the cogs and whatnot. Okay, laugh meter, going sad. Oh, I can't talk to the guy either. So the cog outside his shop. Defeat that cog. Press toon task, defeat that flunky. And so, yeah. I'll go through the thing on here. And again, sometimes the gag panel just disappears. Where he will give you gags, and they will fly into the gag panel, even though the gag panel isn't there. It's kind of funny. That's what just happened over there. But now he's going through the monologue, but Clyde can't see it. We already did this. Okay. Okay. If you notice his laugh meter, oh, he expires in 12 months. Yeah, I still have this. Okay. If you notice the laugh meter during the monologue for Paula Bear, when the duck went through the intro of the laugh meter, it went to 15, and then after he was done, it spontaneously went back to 16. I just think that's funny. Okay, let's go defeat a cold collar real fast. Okay, so we're gonna go through the sticker book tutorial, but on Clyde's client. Yeah, you can't see any of it, but it's still funny. Okay, anyway, hold on. And you can't see him in the book either, but he is in the book right now. And the game tries to talk to the guy, but he's still busy, so. Okay, anyway. Alright, so now I am on the street, right? The game crashes. Okay, I get it. He had the trolley task, he tried going back inside Toon headquarters and the game crashed. Okay, fair enough. I'll be right back. Okay, well anyway, here is proves to you that no, I'm gonna go on to the horse tune that I made, right? Oh right, I forgot something. Because I logged out of the client. Okay, so if I talk to Tutorial Tom here, right? Then log out of the client, I have to remake this tune. Because once you log out, it doesn't work anymore. So, any tune or bubble splat, okay. Skip. Okay. Okay, bump and loose. I am in Toon Central now, and I have the flunky task. The right task, the flunky, not the cold collar flunky. So here's what I want to do next. I want to go to Donald's dock before I turn this task in. Alright, let's go. I'll leave the recording going while I walk over there. Okay, so here we are at Donald's dock. Yeah, I didn't pause the recording. I just kept going. But okay, Donald's dock. Now let's defeat a flunky. Okay, let's find a flunky. Actually, let's go. We need to find Clyde first. Okay, we're in Splat Summit, so let's go to Playground real fast and find Clyde. There he is over there. Click on him. Okay, friend. Oh. Okay, let's go. So let's go kill a flunky real fast. Gotta be at least one around here somewhere, right? There is one, okay. Okay. Yeah, kill him. Let's kill that flunky. Okay, cool. The flunky's dead. We got the task done. Now let's go to the headquarters over here. I'm honestly curious to know what will happen. It's too tall. Too big. Okay. Normal book. Yeah, right, okay. Okay. Yeah. 0-1, that's funny. Okay, huh. Oh yeah, last time I didn't have any gags. I guess because the task was all broken and stuff, but this time the task is all normal. Okay. So now if I teleport back to Playground, what will happen? Will I crash again? Let's see what happens. It didn't crash. Okay, can I go back to the tunnel? I can't go through the tunnel. Okay, so there's that. Can I go through doors? What if the doors are what causes the issues? Go to the gag shop. No, doors are fine too. Let's try the headquarters then. Maybe it's only Toon Central, like the playground and the streets, that have the issues. Let's try the headquarters. Let's see. Okay, headquarters is fine. Let's try Okay, teleport to Clyde now. Yeah, okay. I guess only the Toontown Central streets are what are broken. Now let me complete this task now. But yeah, let's go to Toontown Central Street. I don't know where that guy went. And see what happens now. Okay, so everything seems normal. What if I go back through the tunnel? Okay, tunnel's fine. Let's try doors again. Okay. Okay, let's try doors. Okay, doors are the problem. Doors in Toontown Central streets are what causes the issue. That's funny, actually. Okay. We know the cause of it at least now. Now, if I get back onto this toon, everything fine? Everything seems alright, okay. Let's ride the trolley just to be sure that everything's completely fine, so I'll be back. Oh, hi friend. Okay. We are on the trolley. Buying gags. Hey, I could have sworn I had other gags. Ah, okay. Yeah, I guess that's what happens if you do this thing. Okay, whatever. We'll give ourselves no really matter, I guess. Okay. Let's go to the headquarters. Okay, Blackboard eraser time, so I'll be right back. Okay, here I am back again. Yeah, so flippy again. So everything's back to normal. Oh yeah, so two more things I want to show you guys with this that is fun that I had realized. So one of them I said already, but I want to show you guys again. Okay. So if we go, oh yeah, Clyde. Get the Blackboard eraser. So I'm going to use a gag. One thing yeah. A gag on this cold collar. So I'll use the squirt gag. Okay, squirt gag. Make sure it actually gets used. I'll be back. Okay, so look here. I have 16 laughs. I grab the task again. Right, she goes through the whole tutorial, whatnot. Okay. She gives me 2 gags, even though I have a cupcake already. They don't actually give you the gags, it's just an animation. Okay, 16, right? 15 now. And then 15. Now watch it, right? 16 again, went back up. That's funny. Okay, now let's go defeat a cold collar. Fast. Go find another cold collar. Alright, so this will be interesting, alright? I had used a squirting flower, and then the duck gave it back to me. For some reason, the duck gave it back to me. Make sure there's a cold collar in this street. There it is. Okay. So what happens if I try to use this weird void squirting flower? Let's find out. I already know the answer. Well, I want to show you guys though. Cause I noticed it when I wasn't recording. Okay. So you notice that Cupcake works, but Squirting Flower, that doesn't appear at all. And if Clyde chooses another gag, it doesn't advance the round. So he doesn't actually have the gag, but the game thinks he does. It's kind of funny. Anyway, we'll just wait out the timer and see what happens. Oh, another caught came in. Great, now. Okay, that's fine. Whatever. Okay, I'll be back until the timer runs out. Okay, let's see. Let's see what happens. Yeah, it didn't get used. Only the hose got used. And Clyde can actually see on his own toon panel that he doesn't actually have the Squirting Flower. So on my client, it thinks I have it, but the game itself knows that I don't have it when my client is showing that I do, so it can't actually use the gag that I don't actually have. Kind of funny. So let's use our Cupcake. See, that's gonna go through. Clyde just flew down. Okay. So yeah, see that gag went through, but the Squirting Flower did not. We have equal points. Okay. Do I still have it though? Let me see. Do I still have the gag? Oh, I didn't update it, so I don't have it anymore. Okay. Well, there's that. One more thing I want to try now. Get back. Okay, so this time I'm going to use a Cupcake. See you in a minute. Okay. So, with both my gags, as you can see. Let's, do this now. I have an idea. It doesn't have to be an HQ officer. It can be any NPC that isn't an event NPC. So you can't talk to... I showed you can't talk to the Snow Toons, right? But you can talk to Flippy. Oh gosh. This is not right. The music. Okay, what happens if I talk to these guys, actually? Oh no, okay. They're hard-coded to not, okay. Oh my god, the music's so cursed. Okay, anyway. Hi, Flippy. He's doing it! He's doing the animation correctly! Oh my god! Wait, I want to take these pictures of this. I wasn't expecting that. I guess maybe because he has the same body type as Tom. Yeah, he's doing it correctly. Oh my god. Oh my god, this is so fun. I actually didn't know about this. Oh my god, okay. Yeah, it's a cold color still, okay. What the heck? Told for to the 0, coordinate. It's because the animation's played correctly. Huh, okay. Huh, that was strange. Okay, whatever. Yeah, I think it's because, okay, I guess Flippy and Toontorial Tom are just coded very similarly like that. And so when you finish talking to Tom, it teleports you to the 0, coordinate apparently. Okay. Okay, so what happens if I try to buy this Cupcake here? What happens? Right. Okay, let's try the trolley. Oh, see, I could just use a Joy Bean Unite, but I'll ride the trolley, whatever. Yay. Ooh, I like this game. Alright, let's do it. Yeah, threw it over him. Oh, that could have been so good if I actually hit him like that, okay. Okay. Can I buy the gag? Okay, so that's what happens. Interesting. Okay, huh. That's funny. Alright, so there you have— oh. I'm stuck. I don't know if that has something to do with the gags or the tasks being broken. Okay, let's wait for the timer to run out. Let's see what happens. Okay, 4 more seconds. I'm stuck. Nothing I can do. Oh, time to restart. Time to give it a comeback. Oh look, since I never actually left the gag shop, my gags are still broken. But I do have one cupcake though, so I guess leaving and coming back does fix your gags at least. So let's see what happens if I do this again. Okay, quick game. Let's go. Boom. First shot. First shot. Okay. So can I press play again? Okay, I can press play again. Okay, I kind of just waited around for this one. Okay. I got more than I thought I did, actually. Okay. Let's see. Can I leave? Oh. I can leave. Okay, so I think it was just my gags being broken that caused it to get stuck. I'm curious now, though, what happens if I, do this one more time. Go to the gag shop, though. Be right back. Well, I think for the time being, while I'm figuring this out, I should probably answer the question, why does this happen? Like, this whole thing of skipping the tutorial causing you to— yeah, so, as I said, the client keeps the coding for skipping the tutorial for some reason, right? The reason the task is weird is because, I'm not in the tutorial anymore, but the game knows that I didn't talk to Tutorial Tom yet. It's right, I didn't. I was supposed to talk to Tutorial Tom. That's the next thing I was supposed to do, was talk to Tutorial Tom. But then I got out of the tutorial somehow, and I didn't talk to him. And so the game gives me a task automatically, but it still recognizes that it still recognizes that I haven't talked to Tutorial Tom yet, and so it still needs me to do that, but I can't do that until I finish this task first. Which is kind of funny. Okay, let's fight this guy. I'm going to use a squirting flower. Yeah, squirting flower, okay. Okay, I'll be back. I apologize for my voice being so much quieter after I cut away the first time. I realized I was kind of loud. I was kind of loud at the beginning, and I was like, you know what? I think I need to quiet down a little bit. First time actually recording like this in a while, so I was a little nervous, but I think this is a good volume. Yeah, I think this is a good volume. My voice. Is that a better volume? Maybe that's better volume. I turned it up a little bit in OBS. I'm also a little tired too. I don't want to talk too loud. Okay. So here's actually what I'm going to try. I'm going to ride the trolley like this. I'm not going to pick up the task yet. I'm not going to pick up the cold car task yet. I'm just going to ride the trolley. Yeah, I'm just going to ride the trolley. Turn in this task, ride the trolley. The reason why event tunes don't work is weird. I think it's because it's similar to TTO and early TTR, where if you had a certain task like Chef Ahoy, Whoops. You wouldn't. That was the only task you'd be able to get. You couldn't get just for fun tasks, and I think the same thing for this case, where it's like, the game expects you to talk to an NPC to give you the cold color task, but event tunes weren't programmed to give you that task, and so the game just results to it not letting you talk to them at all. Because it thinks that you don't have a slot for it because it wants to give you the cold color task, but it can't. So, let's see what's here. Okay, I'll be back. Okay, so let's see here. Yeah, so nothing's wrong here. Nothing's wrong here right now. We can play again. I'll be back. Well, I got the best one on the first try, so now it's just to forfeit the game pretty much. Oh, I didn't know it ends automatically. That's nice. Okay. I thought only Clash did that. Okay. Okay. Everything seems alright so far. I'm going to again talk to Flippy. What if I talk to Librarian Larry this time? No. What if I talk to Professor Pete? I'll talk to Professor Pete. Yeah, that's a good one to talk to. Okay, where's Pete's building again? What if I talk to a tailor? What happens? Okay. I think it'll just be a clothing store, but let's see. Let's find out. Yeah, okay, it's just fine. It's just normal tailor, okay. Nothing interesting. Okay, so, yes, Professor Pete's place. This would be a good one, I think. I think this will be a good one. Alright, let's see. Oh my god! It works! That's so cool, okay. Oh my god. Oh, that's so cool, it works. Oh my god. Wow. Yeah, I think it's because it's the same body type. I think that's why it works. Oops, okay. Oh, yeah, I'm over here now. Huh. If the body type works, then you get teleported to the 0, 0 coordinate, I guess. Okay, anyway. That is funny. Okay. Now, let's buy gags. Oh, my gags are... Oh yeah, so my gags are normal, but yeah, they're supposed to be. Okay, so let's buy gags. Okay, use a squirting flower. That is funny. Okay, can I... Okay, huh. Apparently only the trolley was broken when it came to that. That's funny. Okay. One more thing I want to try. Okay, real fast. Okay, let's do Flippy again. I think that was fun. I don't know why the music overlaps. Oh, it's because it's Welcome Valley, I think. I think that's the reason why it overlaps. It's broken. Okay, whatever. Let me see. Try this. Huh. Because Flippy is farther away from you. Whatever. Thanks, Flippy. Yay. There we go. That's the funny part. Okay. There it is. Okay. Yep. Okay. Now let's ride the trolley. But this time, we will press play again instead of exit. Let's see if that does anything. Fast one. Come on, come on. I think it's too much. Yeah, it's too much. Okay. Almost got it. Ah. Okay, so a bite gag. So we used I wasn't paying attention. Did it use my jelly beans? I think it did. Okay, play again. Yeah, that's so weird. I wonder why the trolley breaks, but gag clerks are fine. Huh. Okay, whatever. So there's that. So anyway, expect this to be patched by the time this is. Well, I guess maybe it won't be patched exactly the time it's uploaded, but if it's uploaded, expect it to be patched soon. If it's not patched already, I guess is what I should be saying. But because I can imagine TTR would patch this. It's a really weird glitch that bypasses the trolley not being able to leave Toontorial Central and the trolley task skips the tutorial. I mean, it's harmless, completely harmless, but I can imagine TTR would want this fixed. So don't expect it to linger around for much longer. But got 12 months. 12 months on this turn task though. Okay, well I guess that's it then. Thank you for watching this 46-minute video of me just experimenting around with this. That's all I wanted. I wanted to show how to do it, and then just show the just show the funny stuff that comes with it. You know, I wanted to be a funny video. You know, nothing too serious. But anyway, so thank you for watching. I haven't uploaded a video in a long time, but as I said, this was kind of fun to do. I make more videos later. So yeah, thank you.